subscribe to Gilesy and Steve.
Hello everybody and welcome to another video on Gilesy and Steve. It's been a while since I've been on. It seems like a few weeks ago me and Paul were constantly doing videos because we didn't know who was going to be in charge. But then obviously big Reggie Le Bris came in and then we've had now to really do a video about. Paul did a video about the signing of Alan Brown the other day, which I'm sure you have all seen. And this is just me coming in. I'm going to talk about obviously a little bit about Alan Brown for those of you who haven't seen Paul's, and about the minutes of the big talk-in at the Quins Bar last night with Reggie Le Bris and Kristain Speakman, and also the big shirt giveaway Paul mentioned on his video. We've got a couple of old retro Sunderland tops, the black away and the red white home on from Lonsdale with the Veg Vardy sponsor on. For a chance to win them, go and have a look on Gilesy and Steve Facebook page, which we've just hit over 2,000 members. So thank you very much. You must all be mad. But yeah, loose soccer. They've kitted me and Paul out for the Euros. And obviously you can get retro tops on there, you get the new Sunderland tops on there, and basically any top you want. Remember, use GS10 as your password or code thing, and you'll get discount on your tops. Alright, so before we get into the meaty part of the video, do us a favour, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. So yes, Sunderland signed Preston midfielder Alan Brown, obviously from Preston. Preston, I don't understand it. They did a bit of a Sunderland because last season he was the captain and he got player of the season. So he's obviously a key player for them. But now he's come to us, and I think it's a brilliant signing. Very experienced, over 400 plus appearances for Preston, and always been in the Championships. He's got much Championship experience. He's only 29. I think he'd be a brilliant addition to the midfield, obviously with losing Corey Evans. Not that we've had him for the last 2 seasons because of that horrendous injury he had. But he's going to come in. I think it'd be brilliant to allow the likes of Neil, Ekwa, Rig to push further on, if he can do the holding role and control things like the way Corey Evans used to do. I'm not going to harp on about him too much because Paul covered him in his video. But yeah, the main reason for this is the talk-in last night at the Quins Bar between Reggie Le Bris and Chris Speakman. I've had a look at the minutes of the meeting and what was said and all that, and I'm just going to give you some of the key points which I took out from it. Reggie Le Bris, he said, I keep looking down at my notes. Reggie Le Bris said he's proud and happy to be here. As you can imagine, obviously he says the right things. Expectations are high and he believes in the methodology that he's bringing, and but he needs the fan support. Now, I can tell you, Reggie, that's one thing you will get, is the fan support. We always back new head coaches, new managers. We give you all the support you need, because we want you to do well just as much as you do. And he's working on his English. But I think vital part of the minute for us is we've had head coaches that didn't speak French, whilst our team's French. So now he can speak fluently with them, but struggles with the English. But I'm sure it'll all come together. When he brings in his backroom staff, I'm sure hopefully he'll have some of them who can speak multilingual as well, to help get the best out of the squad. Chris Speakman said, now take this as you will, he said they tracked Reggie for a while. 2 years ago he was hot property apparently. Obviously that was when he got his managerial appointment at Lorient. He says that there was no number one target. In our head coach search there was no number one target, and it was all about timing. Now, take that if you will. I don't personally believe it. I think every ownership of any club have always got a number one target with the one, like, I want that guy, I want that guy, I want him, I want his team. Obviously, with how long the process took, it left us thinking all sorts of things, if we're honest, didn't it? But we've got Reggie, he's bringing in his own staff, we're all going to get behind him, and obviously we wish him all the best, because it's better going to the stadium every other week and leaving happy than what it is coming away miserable like we did most of the back end of last season. Speakman also said recruitment is going well. Obviously, we don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, but we know they are looking to improve the squad, as well as fending off people who's coming for our players. He said he's over the moon with bringing in Simon Moore, the goalkeeper, and he believes that Alan Brown is exactly what we need, which I touched on earlier on. Another thing he said, which take it as you will, he says that we've always signed experienced players. Yeah, exactly. Ponder on that one. We haven't. We all know we haven't. We have brought in some older players with a bit of experience, like Paddy Roberts, Pritchard, and a few, but the majority of the signings that we've made under Speakman have been youth, basically youth, young'uns. And yes, some of them have done brilliant. Majority of them have come on and they've done excellent, and that's fair enough. But we all know we all need that spine of experience in the team, if only just to bring on the younger players, but also have that experience on the pitch to help guide and control the young'uns, if you will, because young'uns do tend to get a bit carried away. I know I did back in the day when I was young. Strikers, he touched on strikers. Obviously, he was going to get asked about strikers. He said the striker market is a difficult market. We know it is. We know it is. No team wants to release their experienced strikers, do they? Nobody does. If you've got a striker that scores goals, you want to try and keep all of them. And that's the same with every club. It's simple as that. He said the strikers market's difficult, which we know it is. But in my eyes, you've got to spend to get quality. He says that we've been successful without a striker. We haven't. We haven't at all. We had Stewart's goals got us from the playoffs, and he only played 13 games. You know what I mean? And since then, we've struggled without a real striker. So we all know we've been crying out for him for the last 2 years. We need an experienced striker. We need a proven one who can score goals, and for that, for me, you do have to spend money. He says that they want to find the right man, and they said they're going to try to get it right. No, you didn't try. You get it done. You said you've been trying for the last few years. Now's the time to put your money where your mouth is, and you've just got to bite the bullet. You've got to spend a bit of money, because quality strikers aren't available for free. So you've got to spend cash, bring in the right man, and let's get the goals we've been crying out for the last 2 years. Reggie Le Bris, wanting to get to know the players, obviously, get to know how well they play with each other. He says they need to have a clear idea of how they want them to play on the pitch, which is understandable, but also he wants them to be able to solve problems on the pitch, like basically during the game, which I think we'll all agree last season and the season before, at times there was times where we had no answer for what was happening on the pitch. We were sticking with our game plan, whether it was working or not. And like I say, it came back to bite us in the arse most of the time, didn't it? Speakman then came out and said Jensen Seelt and Niall Huggins, they're progressing well. Obviously, we know that Huggins is going to be out for a hell of a long time still with his horrific injury. Seelt's obviously still going to be injured for pre-season. Hopefully not too long into the season before he's back. But Dennis Serkin and Adji Elise are in great condition, according to Kristain Speakman. They're in great conditions. Hopefully they'll be involved in pre-season and they'll be able to hit the ground running when the season does start. Kristain Speakman again, he says that the ambition is to get to the Premier League, which I should hope so. I think that's the ambition of every championship club in the long haul, in the bigger picture. Is the ambition to reach the Premier League, but the expectation for this season is just to finish much higher than we did last season. And he did say much higher than we did last season, which I think we all want that. And if things are done right, if we're bringing the right players, mainly a striker, then I think it can be done. But like I say, I think making the right step is allowing Le Bris to bring in his own staff. Not that they've come in yet, but that is happening. And like I say, what he does in the transfer window is going to be crucial. Bellingham's come out and said he wants to stay and all that, but football's a business. Football's a business, and if the right offer comes in, me personally, I still think we're going to lose Clark, and I think it's going to be hard to keep hold of Bellingham. And the main one I'm worried about is Ballard. I know there's nothing being said about him and things like that, but I know Everton's been sniffing around, West Ham's been sniffing around. If Everton sell Branthwaite to Man United, could they come in as Ballard as a replacement? We don't know. Hopefully not, but that's what I'm worried about. But that's just me speculating. But I am expecting still to lose at least a couple of players. But then how they're replaced, who we bring in, is key to our season. Obviously, we only hit the ground running at the start of the season, and having the right players in the squad is vital in doing that. First pre-season games are this afternoon against South Shields at 12:30, I think it is, and 4 kick-off, I think it is, against Gateshead. I'm not going to them. I've got other things on. Simple as that. I'm sure there's a lot of go because it's not that far. Personally, I think the prices that they're charging for them are absolutely ridiculous. 20 quid to get to see Gateshead play in pre-season friendly. No thanks. But for those of you who do go, enjoy the games. Get some photos if you can. Put them on the Jardy and Steve Facebook page. And that's pretty much it. That's the key points I took from the talk in last night. It was pretty much what we expected. Obviously, Reggie Le Bris saying the right thing, saying he's happy to be here, he wants the team to do well. Speakman answering certain questions, but still hasn't said the right things completely for me. I'm still backing him. I believe he knows his mistakes of last year, of the last couple of years, not bringing in an experienced striker. He's realised his mistakes with the head coach decision last season. Hopefully he's got it all right now. And between now and the end of transfer window, we're going to see big changes, big improvements to the squad, and strength and depth, and also mainly strength in the positions where we really need strengthening. That's it, really, from the talk. And like I said again, Lou Soccer, if you haven't checked them out, go on there. You get any strip you want in the world. Put GS10 in and you'll get your discount. Like I said, they've kitted me and Paul for the Euros. Happy days. They're absolutely brilliant quality. And like I said, we've got the shirt giveaway on Paul's video. I think he said we've still got the yellow one from last season. We've got another one from somewhere. We're going to throw in an AC Milan top. We've got shirts to give away all our. So go on the Facebook page and Giles put the information on there and how you're going to win. And like I said, we've got 2 Lonsdale retro shirts as well. So have a look at that. And I have to finish off. Obviously, best of luck to the England. We'll all be watching them in the boozers or in the house or wherever it is you're going to watch it. I know loads of people who's over there. Spain tomorrow in the Euro 24 final. Pickford, Mackham in goal. Let's get it done. Let's bring football home finally, and enjoy watching it wherever you're watching it. For now, that's me, done and dusted. Thanks very much. Subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And until the next video, see you later. Alright, lads.